Hi, this is Coach Todd, head coach of No Limits. Thanks for submitting your questions for your run. So I've got about 7 questions that you guys submitted, and I'm going to go through them one at a time. Now the first question I have is, sometimes in a workout what I'm going to ask you to do are doing the running drills called A, B, and C's. So watch this video here and I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing. This first drill is known as A's or high knees. And basically what you're doing is you're having a little skip as you're walking along and you're driving your knees straight up. Try and keep your posture nice and straight. Make sure you're swinging your arms in time with your legs. Now the next one is called B's. It's kind of like a marching kick. And again, slow everything down. It's almost like a walk with a hop. And what you're doing is you're kicking your foot out and then you're kind of bringing it right back in very quick. It's almost like if you're a horse and you're just bringing that front leg right back. The last one is called C's, or also known as butt kicks. And these are the opposite of the A's. So again, you're going nice and slow, you're not moving very fast. And all you're going to be doing is just, like it says, kicking your butt. Trying to keep your posture nice and tall, standing up nice and straight. And if you look at my upper leg, it's not moving a lot. What's moving is my lower leg. So that's the running drills that I like to do every now and then. You can either do them before the main set or you can do them after the main set. Sometimes I like to do them just before the main set. Okay, let's get on to the next question. The next question is, can you please explain the training zones to me? So let's throw up this picture here and it's going to show you how I like to do the training zones. Basically we have 5 training zones, and right now no one's really playing in zone 5. We're going to stay mostly in zones 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically what the zones are, it's a way for you to stay in a certain effort or certain pace or certain heart rate for each workout. So let's take zone 1 for example. What zone 1 is going to be, is going to be the type of workout is going to be a recovery run or an easy run. If you think of perceived effort, that would be about 70% effort. And the description of this type of a run would be very easy. Now when we move up to zone 2, we're going a little bit harder. The perceived effort is about 70 to 79%. The description is light to moderate effort. And typically this would be like an LSD or a long slow distance run. Now when we move up to zone 3, we're getting even more faster. And the perceived effort is around 80 to 84%. So we're working at a somewhat hard description. And the type of workouts that will be in this zone are tempos, some fartleks, and some hills. So that's zone 3. Now let's move up to zone 4. So zone 4 we're looking at, you're at your anaerobic threshold, which is about 85%. The description is you're working hard. If you're in very good shape, this is the pace that you would hold a 10K at. Okay, and the type of workouts are for longer fast intervals and anaerobic threshold work. When we get to zone 5, that's when you're working at 86 to 90% effort. You're working very hard. We're working for short, fast intervals. And at this moment, no one has workouts in zone 5. So that's how that's what the training zones are. And as we get more familiar with the zones and your heart rate, then we can add certain heart rate targets. Now what I'd like you to do, I know some of you are doing St. Patrick's 10K on the weekend. What you need to do is take your heart rate monitor and wear it during the race, and then from this you're going to be able to determine what your training zones based on heart rate are going to be. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Next question is how can I lose a pound a week? So basically you want to lose weight and you want to try and lose a pound a week. Now the best way to do that is you got to figure out, well, 1 pound equates to 3,500 calories. So per day, what we need to do is remove 500 calories. Now you can do that in a couple ways. You can just take out 500 calories from your daily diet, or you can add exercise. Add enough exercise so you're burning off 250 calories, and you also remove 250 calories from your nutrition. Now, what you can do, what I find is great for a lot of my athletes, is to actually take note of what you're consuming. So use an online training diary, you can use Training Peaks, or you can use the multitude of different types out there that can count your calories. And try and do that. Try to get rid of 250 calories and then try to exercise to burn off 250 calories per day. And if you maintain that for 7 days, you're going to lose a pound. Okay, and keep that up. Next question is, do I need a rest day or can I run back to back? Now, it depends on how much running you're doing. You know, you can run back to back if you're doing short runs, if you're doing 30 or 45 minutes, and as long as you're not too hard, and you just have to kind of feel how your body's going. Now, none of you guys out there are running 6 or 7 days a week, so you're still going to have days off. So even if you ran 2 days in a row, had a day off, and then ran again, and that should be okay for your body. So I don't think you need to take a day off right after 1 day of running. You can run 2 days in a row. And I know some of you out there have a really tight schedule where you can only run 3 days in a row and then you have 4 days off. And that's okay too. But the best thing to do is to listen to your body and just see how you feel in the next morning. And that's going to tell you if you need to take a day off. If you're really sore, add that extra day. Okay, and the next question is, should I strike the ground with my heel or ball of my foot? Now, that's a great question. So I'm going to bring out a demonstration of my shoe. Okay, so this would be heel striking, where you're hitting the ground with your heel. Landing with the ball of your foot is landing like this, almost flat. What I like to have most of you guys do is try to land more flat than with your heel, okay? Because the heel is going to cause a lot of impact on your leg, and it goes up to your knee, and you can have a lot of knee issues. So try to avoid heel striking, and try to land more midfoot or kind of right about here, so landing relatively flat. But if you land a bit on your heel and then roll forward, that's totally fine, okay? But I don't want you guys landing on your toes. You don't want to be landing on your toes either, because that's going to really affect your calves, okay? So the first step is to pay attention, find out how are you running. Are you a heel striker? Are you landing on the forefoot? Are you landing flat? Are you landing on running on your toes? And then try to change it. What I find is a great way to change that, if you are a heel striker, shorten up your stride. Take shorter strides. That will make you a little bit more compact, and that will enable you to run with a strike, with a flatter foot. Okay, last question. What if I'm short for time? Is a 20-minute workout okay? Now for me, my motto sometimes is some is better than none. So if you have 45-minute or 60-minute run planned and you can't get to it, I think, throw on your shoes, get out, run for 20 or 30 minutes, and yeah, I think that's a good idea. Get out there and do that. So those are the questions that I had. I hope those were good answers for you. If you guys have any more questions, just shoot them my way. I'll be happy to answer them, either on a video like this or directly through email. So, and that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks, and happy training.